Hello, my name is Patricia with Buzz and Bark Animal Reiki, and some of you know me as the Neptune Girl of Whole Astrology, and I have started a new channel, and I just wanted to briefly talk about why I became an animal communicator and also a Reiki master for animals. So what had happened was Sabaka. Let's see if you can see him here. He was the family dog. He was an extended family dog. And there had been some situations in the family, and he ended up having to move to Washington State, and he was living with the extended family. And it got to the point where he was being neglected, probably not on purpose. There were different circumstances going on with the family. Don't want to get into that because it's personal for everybody involved in the family. But he had gained, at one point, he was 115 pounds. He's a German short hair pointer. He's supposed to be 55 to 60 pounds. So that's pretty heavy. He had developed anxiety, ear infections, constant ear infections. He was coughing. He had thyroid problem. He had a lot of issues. And he had a trip to the vet, and the vet said that if you don't put this dog on a diet immediately, I am going to recommend that you take him to an animal shelter. And it got bad, and my mom and I got lectured about this. Well, I had actually only been in the household for maybe a couple years at that point, and and I was walking him every day, and but the family was still feeding him other foods, and he's kind of a food driven dog. So he was finding, scraps on the ground. My parents are elderly, so there was a lot of crumbs and food that fell on the ground when they ate. And my dad was giving him candy, and there was like all this terrible stuff was going on in the household because I moved back in while I was looking for a place to live, and it was causing a lot of stress. So the dog was going through a lot of stress with all the family dynamics, and then he was overweight and he was having a lot of health problems. So I was hoping that my thought was that I was going to find a place to live and I was going to take him with me. But I didn't have a lot of finances at that point. I didn't find a place to live in time, and his health was deteriorating. So at one point, he had to have 6 teeth removed because they were rotting in his mouth, which were what was causing the ear infections. And when he came back, he was in a lot of pain and he was moaning and all this stuff. And I said, man, if only I knew how to do animal Reiki. If only I knew how to do Reiki. If only I knew how to do anything to help this dog. And that was kind of the genesis. And at that point, also that year, 2019, I took on the role of fostering him because I knew that I wasn't going to be able to take him to a permanent home. And I got involved with, well, I didn't get involved. I contacted an organization that placed dogs in foster care and then into permanent homes. And within a short time, within 2 months after contacting them, he was adopted into a permanent home. He's very happy. He's a senior dog. He lost all the weight. I don't think he has a thyroid issue anymore. And he's really healthy, very robust. And it was a good story. And after that, because I was so in grief, like just terrible grief, that I asked a friend, I said, do you know where I can study Reiki? And she said, well, go study it online. And I guess that's what she was doing. And so I studied with Lisa Powers on Udemy, and she's a wonderful Reiki master. And I took her 3-level class. I took the animal Reiki. I took about 5 classes, I think, from her. And then I also studied animal communication, and I've also studied and certified in sound therapy. So he is not the first animal that I've tried to save or that I saved. I actually rescued a pigeon once, and I rescued stray animals when I was a child. Unfortunately, some of them ended up getting put down, not because of me, but because of circumstances. And I've been an advocate for animals for pretty much my entire life. Ever since I was little, I was just in love with animals. I was completely passionate about 2 things, animals and music. I didn't have the best childhood. It was very stressful. And so I had these 2 things that I could rely on for support, and that was animals and music. So now, as a Reiki master and as an animal communicator, I'm giving back to the animal kingdom. So that's my short story. of why I am an animal communicator and a Reiki master, and the reason why I don't really do Reiki on humans. I have the ability to do it, and I do it for my friends, but I focus on Reiki for animals. And so hopefully you enjoy this channel. I will have all different kinds of videos, not just card readings. There will be videos like this one. In the future, I'll give some sound healing samples. I'll give some Reiki to your pet, over, how you just do the Reiki like that. And I'll also do Reiki demonstrations to show how you can do it distance Reiki for animals. And also I recommend that anybody who has the resources learn Reiki level 1. You can learn it online for $20 if you get it on sale. And it's so that you can use it on yourself, your pets, your family members. It is the most powerful modality. It's easy to learn. It's, portable. You can take it anywhere you go. You just need your hands. It's amazing. So that is my short video on why I learned Reiki, and I hope you'll join this channel and bring your pets because I love them all. So blessings and have a wonderful day.